Some places feel like stories written in stone and sky. Here, rivers whisper through old towns, forests breathe beside glass towers, and every corner feels like a scene from a dream. It's where history, art, and nature flow together, timeless, effortless, unforgettable. Let's wander through the heart of Germany. Cochem is a small town in the beautiful Moselle Valley in Germany. It sits between green hills covered with vineyards and the calm Moselle River. When morning comes, mist rises above the water, and church bells ring softly. The town feels peaceful, quiet, and full of old stories. At the top of the hill stands Reichsburg Castle, the heart of Cochem. It is more than 1,000 years old. The castle was destroyed in the past but later rebuilt, and now it looks strong and proud again. From the top, you can see the whole valley, the river shining below, colorful houses, and endless green fields. It's one of the most beautiful views in Germany. Life in Cochem follows the rhythm of the river. People walk or ride their bikes along the water. Small boats pass by slowly, and the air smells of grapes, fresh bread, and coffee from the cafes. The Moselle region is famous for its Riesling wine, which is light, fruity, and made from the grapes grown on these hills. In the evening, you can sit by the river, enjoy a glass of wine, and watch the sun set behind the vineyards. As night comes, lights from the houses and the castle reflect on the water. The whole town looks like a painting, soft, warm, and magical. You can hear quiet music from the small wine bars and people laughing together. Everything feels calm, friendly, and timeless. Cochem is not a big or busy city. It is a place to relax, walk slowly, and enjoy simple things, nature, good food, and peaceful moments. When you visit, it feels like time stops for a while. And when you leave, you take that calm feeling with you, like a gentle memory from a dream. Hamburg is a city where water, light, and history meet. It stands on the Elbe River and is home to one of the biggest ports in Europe. From the moment you arrive, you can feel the rhythm of the city, ships moving slowly across the water, seagulls calling, and people enjoying life by the harbor. The heart of Hamburg is the Port of Hamburg, often called the gateway to the world. You can walk along the harbor, take a boat tour, and watch the cranes, ships, and bridges that never seem to rest. The Elbphilharmonie, the city's famous concert hall, rises like a wave of glass above the river, a symbol of how old and new live together here. In the old Speicherstadt, the historic warehouse district, red brick buildings stand beside narrow canals. When the lights reflect on the water at night, the whole area looks like a movie scene. Just next to it, the modern Hafen city shows Hamburg's creative and modern face, full of cafes, art galleries, and open spaces. But Hamburg is not only about architecture, it's also about feeling. On sunny days, locals gather around the Alster lakes in the city center to sail, picnic, or just relax. Music fills the streets in St. Pauli, where small clubs and bars play every style from jazz to rock. As evening comes, the harbor glows, and the sound of the river mixes with laughter and live music. It's a city that never really sleeps, but never loses its calm either. Bremen is a small, peaceful city in northern Germany. It stands beside the Weser River and is full of stories, music, and charm. When you walk through its old streets, you feel like you're traveling back in time. At the center of Bremen is the Marktplatz, one of the most beautiful squares in the country. Here you can see the town hall, with its tall windows and detailed stonework, and the Roland statue, a symbol of freedom and strength. Nearby, you'll find the statue of the Bremen town musicians, the donkey, dog, cat, and rooster from the famous fairy tale. Many visitors touch the donkey's legs for good luck. Not far from the square is Schnoor Quarter, the oldest part of the city. It's full of tiny colorful houses, narrow streets, and small cafes. The smell of coffee and fresh pastries fills the air, and local artists sell their handmade crafts. Bremen is also a city that loves the river. People ride bikes along the Weser, sit by the water with friends, or take a boat trip at sunset. In the evening, lights reflect on the cobblestones, and music drifts from cozy bars. Meersburg is a small, beautiful town on the shore of Lake Constance, also called Bodensee. It's a place where the air smells of grapes and fresh lake breeze, and where every street seems to lead to a view of the water. The town rises on two levels, the lower town by the lake and the upper town with its castle and narrow cobblestone streets. Walking uphill, you'll pass old houses with flowers in their windows and small wine taverns offering local Riesling. At the top stands the old castle, Alte Burg, one of the oldest inhabited castles in Germany. From its towers, you can see the wide blue lake, sailboats gliding over the water, and the snow-covered Alps in the distance. Life in Meersburg moves slowly and peacefully. People sit by the harbor, eat ice cream, and watch the sunset turn the lake golden. Small ferries cross to the Swiss side, and vineyards climb up the hills around the town. In the evening, Meersburg becomes quiet and romantic. The lights from cafes reflect on the water, and you can hear soft music from the lakeside restaurants. Meersburg is not just a place to visit, it's a place to breathe and feel calm. Freiburg is a bright, green city at the edge of the Black Forest in southwest Germany. It's known as one of the sunniest places in the country and one of the most eco-friendly cities in Europe. Life here moves with nature, calm, open, and full of light. In the heart of the city stands the Freiburg Minster, a beautiful Gothic cathedral with a tall tower that rises above the red rooftops. Around it, the old town is full of narrow streets, small canals called Backel, and colorful buildings with cafes and local shops. You can hear street musicians playing while people enjoy coffee under the sun. Freiburg feels young and alive because of its university and its love for bicycles. Most people here move by bike or tram, and the city's energy comes from renewable sources. It's a place where sustainability isn't just a trend, it's a way of life. But the real magic begins when you walk toward the Black Forest hills. In just a few minutes, you can be surrounded by trees, trails, and clean mountain air. From Schaansland Mountain, you can see the whole city below and even the Alps on a clear day. Tubingen is a small, poetic town in southwest Germany, resting quietly along the Neckar River. It's surrounded by green hills and vineyards, where the rhythm of life is slow and calm. The air feels peaceful, the river sparkles in the sun, and every corner of the town seems to tell a story. The heart of Tubingen is its old town, full of colorful half-timbered houses, cobblestone streets, and cozy cafes. The town hall, with its beautiful painted facade, stands proudly in the market square, where locals and students gather to talk, laugh, and enjoy coffee under the open sky. Above the town rises the Hohen-Tubingen Castle, overlooking the red rooftops and the flowing river. Once a medieval fortress, it's now part of the university and home to fascinating museums about art, science, and archaeology. From the castle terrace, the view stretches over the entire valley, peaceful, green, and full of charm. Tubingen is also known as a university city, full of energy and curiosity. Students come from all over the world, giving the town a young, international soul. You can see them paddling wooden boats called Stadtschiffe on the Neckar River, reading on the grass by the water, or playing music near the bridge at sunset. As night falls, warm lights reflect on the river, and laughter flows through the streets. Time feels slower here, gentle and meaningful. Tubingen isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to feel, where history and youth, calm and creativity live side by side in perfect harmony. Heidelberg is one of Germany's most romantic and historic cities. It sits along the Neckar River, surrounded by green hills and vineyards, with a warm and peaceful atmosphere that feels timeless. At the heart of the city lies the old town, Altstadt, a maze of cobblestone streets, charming squares, and old houses painted in soft colors. Cafes, bookshops, and small boutiques line the streets, while the sound of street music fills the air. The old bridge, Alte Brücke, crosses the river, offering a perfect view of the hills and the castle above. High on the hillside stands Heidelberg Castle, the city's symbol and soul. Its red sandstone walls glow in the sunlight, and from its terraces you can see the entire valley below. The castle's ruins tell stories of kings, wars, and love, a beautiful mix of strength and fragility. Heidelberg is also a city of knowledge. Its university, founded in 1386, is the oldest in Germany. Students bring life to the city, filling cafes and riverbanks with laughter and energy. The balance between history and youth gives Heidelberg a unique charm, old yet always alive. As evening falls, the lights from the castle and bridge reflect on the water, and the city feels like a living painting. Heidelberg is not just a place to see, it's a feeling, a soft, romantic calm that stays with you long after you leave. Passau is a peaceful and colorful city in southern Germany, known as the City of Three Rivers. It stands where the Danube, Inn, and Ilz rivers meet, creating a beautiful scene of water, bridges, and reflections. From above, you can see how the three rivers, each with a different color, flow together in harmony. The old town of Passau sits on a narrow peninsula between the rivers. Its streets are full of history, pastel-colored houses, Baroque churches, and cozy cafes. At the center rises St. Stephen's Cathedral, home to one of the largest pipe organs in the world. When the organ plays, its deep sound fills the city like a living heartbeat. Climbing up to Westoberhaus, the old fortress on the hill, gives you a stunning view of the town and the rivers below. From there, you can watch boats leaving for long journeys down the Danube, heading all the way to Vienna or Budapest. Life in Passau moves with the water. People walk along the riverbanks, ride bicycles beside the Danube, or sit in quiet parks to watch the sunset. The reflections of the colorful houses shimmer on the surface, and the air smells of rain and river breeze. As evening comes, church bells ring, and lights dance across the water. Cologne, or Köln in German, is one of Germany's oldest and most vibrant cities, a place where history, culture, and creativity flow together along the Rhine River. At the heart of the city stands the Cologne Cathedral, Kölner Dom, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture and one of Europe's most visited landmarks. Its twin towers rise high above the skyline, and from the top, you can see the river, bridges, and colorful old town spreading below. When the bells ring, their deep sound fills the whole city. The old town, Altstadt, with its narrow streets and bright houses, sits right beside the river. Here you'll find cafes, small breweries, and cheerful squares. Locals gather to enjoy a glass of Kolsch, the city's traditional beer, served in tall narrow glasses. The atmosphere is warm and friendly. Cologne is famous for its easygoing spirit. Beyond its history, Cologne is also a city of art and festivals. The Cologne Carnival, one of Europe's biggest street celebrations, fills the city with costumes, music, and laughter every February. Modern art galleries, museums, and street murals give the city a creative and youthful energy. Potsdam is a city of palaces, gardens, and calm elegance, just a short distance from Berlin, yet it feels like another world. Once the home of Prussian kings, it still carries the quiet grace of royal life. The heart of Potsdam is the Sanssouci Palace, often called the German Versailles. Surrounded by terraces of green vineyards and sculptures, the palace glows in the sunlight, its name meaning without worries. Walking through the gardens, you pass fountains, marble statues, and long tree-lined paths that seem to stretch into forever. But Potsdam is more than a royal memory. The new palace, the Charlottenhof Villa, and the Orangery add to its grand architecture, while the Dutch Quarter, Holländisches Viertel, shows a different charm. Rows of red brick houses built in the 18th century that now hold cozy cafes, art shops, and flowered courtyards. The city is surrounded by water, rivers, and lakes that shimmer in the sun. Locals go boating, paddleboarding, or simply sit by the shore to enjoy the peace. You can take a small cruise through the lakes and watch the reflections of the palaces from the water, a view that feels almost unreal. As evening comes, Potsdam becomes even more magical. The golden light touches the domes and statues, and the city grows quiet under the trees. It's a place of calm beauty, where art, history, and nature meet, a gentle reminder that elegance can exist in simplicity. Lubeck is a city born from the sea, a place where trade, art, and history have blended for nearly 9 centuries. Located on Germany's northern coast near the Baltic Sea, Lubeck was once known as the Queen of the Hanseatic League, a powerful network of trading cities that shaped Europe's medieval economy. Even today, you can still feel that legacy in the air, in the sound of the church bells, the salty breeze from the harbor, and the glow of its red brick buildings under the northern light. The city's grand entrance is the Holsteiner Gate, Lubeck's most famous landmark. Its 2 round towers and arched middle once guarded the city walls, protecting merchants and travelers. Walking through it feels like stepping into another century. Beyond the gate lies the old town, Altstadt, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, resting on an island surrounded by rivers and canals. The red brick Gothic architecture gives Lubeck its warm, earthy beauty, and the narrow streets are filled with stories of sailors, traders, and artists who once called this place home. At the center stands St. Mary's Church, Marienplatz, a masterpiece of Northern Gothic design. It once inspired the construction of many other churches across the region. Inside, you'll find the broken bells that fell during World War II, left on the ground as a moving reminder of peace and memory. Nearby, the town hall, Rathaus, rises proudly, its towers and black bricks showing the wealth and confidence of Lubeck's golden age. But Lubeck isn't only about history and architecture, it's a city full of life, art, and small pleasures. The scent of freshly baked marzipan, the city's most famous treat, drifts through the air from the Niederegger Cafe, where you can taste almond sweets made from recipes hundreds of years old. Along the Trave River, locals stroll past the boats and enjoy views of the harbor, where seagulls fly low and sunlight dances on the water. The nearby Salzspeicher, the old salt warehouses, remind visitors that salt once brought great fortune to Lubeck and made it one of Europe's most important ports. Just outside the city lies Travemünde, Lubeck's seaside district, where the river meets the Baltic Sea. It's a place of wide beaches, lighthouses, and fresh sea air, perfect for a walk at sunset or a peaceful ferry ride. From there, ships sail towards Scandinavia, just as they did centuries ago, carrying the same spirit of exploration. Back in the old town, life feels gentle and timeless. You can sit by the river, listen to the bells, and watch the reflection of church towers in the calm water. In small courtyards hidden behind brick walls, ivy climbs the houses, and quiet cafes invite you to slow down. Every detail, from the old merchant houses to the canals, tells the story of a city that has lived through war, trade, and renewal, yet still keeps its heart open and kind. As night falls, the streets glow softly under the lanterns, and the red bricks turn golden in the fading light. The sound of footsteps on cobblestones mixes with the breeze from the harbor. Lubeck feels eternal, a city where time moves slowly, where history breathes through every wall, and where the sea is never far away. Lubeck is more than a destination, it's a feeling, calm, nostalgic, and endlessly poetic. Regensburg is one of Germany's oldest and most beautiful cities, a place where history, architecture, and riverside life blend in perfect harmony. Located where the Danube, Naab, and Regen rivers meet, it has been a center of trade and culture for almost 2,000 years. Walking through its narrow streets feels like walking through a living museum, every corner has a story to tell. The heart of the city is the Old Town, Altstadt, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its medieval layout has remained almost untouched since the Middle Ages. Tall stone towers rise between colorful houses, reminders of wealthy merchant families who once ruled the city's trade routes. The old stone bridge, Steinernbrück, built in the 12th century, is one of Regensburg's most famous landmarks. For centuries, it was the only bridge across the Danube for miles, connecting East and West Europe and helping Regensburg become one of the richest cities of its time. Just a short walk from the bridge stands the magnificent St. Peter's Cathedral, Dom St. Peter, a masterpiece of Gothic art with tall spires and beautiful stained glass windows. When the cathedral bells ring, their sound spreads across the rooftops and echoes through the narrow streets. Around the square, cafes and small restaurants fill with people enjoying local Bavarian food, sausages, pretzels, and cold beer, often served in traditional beer gardens by the river. But Regensburg isn't only about history, it's also a city full of life. Its university keeps the streets lively with students and artists, giving the old town a young and creative soul. You'll see people cycling along the riverbanks, sitting on the grass by the water, or enjoying boat rides down the Danube. In summer, festivals fill the city with music, lights, and laughter. Trier is often called Germany's oldest city, and when you walk through it, you can truly feel the weight of time. Founded by the Romans more than 2,000 years ago, Trier still carries their spirit in its streets, monuments, and stones. It's a place where history is not just remembered, it's alive. At the entrance to the old town stands the Porta Nigra, the Black Gate, a massive Roman city gate built in the 2nd century. Its dark stones have seen emperors, battles, and centuries of change, yet it still stands strong, a symbol of Trier's long story. Nearby, the Cathedral of St. Peter and the Church of Our Lady rise side by side, showing the city's importance as a center of faith and architecture through the Middle Ages. The old town is full of charm, narrow streets, colorful houses, and lively cafes where people sit under umbrellas and enjoy the calm rhythm of the day. Just a short walk away lies the Roman amphitheater, once filled with thousands of spectators. Today, it stands quiet, surrounded by grass and vineyards, a peaceful echo of ancient times. Trier is also the birthplace of Karl Marx, and his family home is now a museum that tells the story of his life and ideas. But the city isn't stuck in the past. Students, musicians, and travelers fill its streets, bringing a young and creative energy to this ancient place. Stuttgart is a city where innovation and nature live side by side. Surrounded by green hills and vineyards, it's known as the heart of Germany's automobile industry, yet it also feels calm, open, and full of fresh air. At the center of the city lies the Schlossplatz, a wide square where people gather to relax, meet friends, or listen to street music. The New Palace, Neues Schloss, and Old Palace, Altes Schloss, stand proudly here, blending history with the city's modern rhythm. Just steps away, cafes, fountains, and museums create a warm, inviting atmosphere. Stuttgart's spirit is shaped by creativity and engineering. It's home to both the Mercedes-Benz Museum and the Porsche Museum, where you can follow the story of how two global icons of design and speed were born. The futuristic architecture of these museums mirrors the city's love for progress and precision. But Stuttgart is not just machines and metal, it's also one of Germany's greenest cities. Forests, parks, and vineyards cover the surrounding hills. The Kilsberg Park and the Rosenstein Park offer peaceful escapes, and from the TV tower, Fernsehturm, you can see the city stretching out between valleys and hills. In the evening, the vineyards glow under the sunset, and locals enjoy a glass of Trollinger wine or Swabian dishes in cozy garden restaurants. Music from open-air events fills the air, mixing with the sound of the city winding down. Stuttgart is a place of balance, between tradition and technology, city and nature, movement and stillness. Nuremberg, or Nuremberg in English, is a city where medieval charm meets modern life. Located in Bavaria, it's full of history, art, and character, a place that tells Germany's story through its streets, castles, and culture. At the heart of the city stands the imperial castle, Kaiserberg, rising above the red rooftops. From the top, you can see the old town spread below, a maze of narrow streets, stone bridges, and half-timbered houses. The castle has watched over Nuremberg for almost 1,000 years, surviving wars and rebuilding, standing as a symbol of strength and pride. The old town, Altstadt, is surrounded by ancient city walls that still circle the center almost completely. Inside, life moves at a relaxed rhythm. The main market square, Hauptmarkt, is always alive with color and sound, especially during the famous Christmas market, Christkindlesmarkt, one of the oldest and most magical in the world. The air fills with the scent of gingerbread, roasted almonds, and warm spiced wine. Nuremberg is also known for its creativity and craftsmanship. The artist Albrecht Dürer was born here, and his house still stands near the castle, now a museum that brings his genius to life. In every corner, you'll find hints of art and invention, from medieval toy makers to modern designers. The city also holds deep memories from the 20th century. The Nuremberg trials took place here after World War II, and the courthouse stands as a reminder of justice and peace. Yet Nuremberg has rebuilt itself with optimism, blending its powerful past with a bright, forward-looking spirit. Fussen is a small, dreamy town at the edge of the Bavarian Alps, near Germany's border with Austria. It's the kind of place that feels like a painting, mountains rising behind colorful houses, lakes reflecting the sky, and quiet streets filled with the sound of church bells and running water. Fussen is best known as the gateway to the Neuschwanstein Castle, one of the most famous castles in the world. Built by King Ludwig II in the 19th century, the castle stands high on a hill, surrounded by forests and mist. Its white towers and fairy tale look inspired the castle in Disney's logo. Just nearby is Hohenschwangau Castle, where the king spent his childhood, smaller, warmer, and filled with memories of royal life. But Fussen itself is much more than a stop for castle visitors. Its old town, Altstadt, is full of charm, narrow cobblestone streets, pastel-colored houses, and small cafes where you can enjoy apple strudel or hot chocolate. The high castle, Hohes Schloss, perched above the town, offers beautiful views of the rooftops and the river Lech below. Nature surrounds Fussen in every direction. You can walk or cycle along crystal-clear lakes like Alpsee, Forgensee, or Weissensee, or hike into the mountains for views that look like postcards. In summer, the fields are full of flowers. In winter, snow turns the town into a peaceful wonderland. As evening falls, the air becomes cool and quiet. The castles glow softly in the distance, and the town lights reflect in the water. Fussen feels calm, timeless, and pure, a place where fairy tales seem real, and nature and history live side by side in perfect harmony. Bamberg is one of Germany's most enchanting cities, a place where 7 hills, winding rivers, and centuries of history come together in perfect balance. Often called the Rome of Franconia, Bamberg sits in northern Bavaria and feels like a step back into medieval Europe. The city's old town, Altstadt, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for its well-preserved buildings and romantic atmosphere. Cobblestone streets lead past colorful houses, old bridges, and quiet courtyards filled with flowers. In the center stands the Bamberg Cathedral, Bamberger Dom, a masterpiece of Romanesque and Gothic architecture. Inside lies the famous statue of the Bamberg horseman, Der Bamberger Reiter, mysterious and elegant, still guarding its secrets after 800 years. Just below the cathedral sits one of Bamberg's most photographed landmarks, the Old Town Hall, Altes Rathaus. It stands on a small island in the middle of the river Regnitz, connected by arched bridges, as if floating on water. Its walls are covered in colorful frescoes that bring the city's history to life. Bamberg is also known for its unique beer culture. With more than 10 local breweries, it's often called Germany's beer capital. The most famous specialty is Rauchbier, or smoked beer, which has a warm, wood-fired flavor found only here. Locals and visitors gather in traditional taverns to share a glass and enjoy Franconian dishes, roast pork, dumplings, and pretzels. The charm of Bamberg grows stronger as you wander further. The area known as Little Venice, Klein Venedig, lines the river with half-timbered fishermen's houses and colorful balconies. Boats drift slowly past, and the reflections of the buildings shimmer on the water. Berlin is a city of contrasts, where history and modern life stand side by side, where creativity grows from the past, and where every street tells a story. It's not just Germany's capital, it's a symbol of change, freedom, and new beginnings. At the heart of Berlin stands the Brandenburg Gate, once a symbol of division, now a powerful icon of unity. Nearby, the Reichstag building, with its glass dome, represents a new, open era of democracy. Walking through these landmarks, you can feel how the city has rebuilt itself from its history with courage and vision. Berlin's streets are full of life and energy. Along Unter den Linden Boulevard, you'll find museums, theaters, and grand architecture. The Museum Island, Museum Sinsel, is home to world treasures like the Pergamon altar and the Nefertiti bust, making it one of Europe's most important cultural sites. Yet just a few steps away, Berlin's modern spirit shines, in its street art, creative studios, and music that spills from open windows and clubs. The Berlin Wall Memorial and the East Side Gallery remind visitors of the city's divided past. Today, the wall has turned into a 1.3-kilometer-long outdoor art gallery, covered with paintings that celebrate hope and peace. It's one of the most powerful places in Europe, proof that even walls can become art. But Berlin is not only about history, it's about freedom and individuality. From the cozy cafes of Prenzlauer Berg to the busy markets of Kreuzberg, every neighborhood has its own rhythm and story. The city welcomes everyone, artists, thinkers, dreamers, and gives them space to be themselves. Dresden is often called the Florence on the Elbe, a city where art, music, and history shine together along the riverbanks of eastern Germany. It's a place of stunning beauty and deep emotion, rebuilt from tragedy into one of Europe's most graceful cities. The heart of Dresden is the old town, Altstadt, where Baroque domes and towers rise proudly above the Elbe River. The most famous landmark is the Frauenkirche, a magnificent church destroyed during World War II and rebuilt stone by stone after decades of patience and hope. Its golden cross, donated by the people of Britain, stands as a symbol of peace and reconciliation. Nearby, the Zwinger Palace reflects the city's artistic soul, elegant courtyards, fountains, and galleries filled with masterpieces by Raphael, Rembrandt, and Vermeer. Just next to it, the Semperoper, Dresden's grand opera house, carries the sound of centuries through its perfect acoustics and breathtaking design. Across the river lies the new town, Neustadt, full of life, color, and creativity. Here, cafes spill onto the streets, murals decorate the buildings, and music plays from small bars late into the night. It's a younger, freer side of Dresden, full of energy yet still surrounded by history. The Elbe River connects both sides of the city, flowing calmly through green meadows and past elegant bridges. Locals walk, cycle, and picnic along its banks, enjoying sunsets that turn the skyline golden. In summer, open-air concerts and film festivals fill the parks, while in winter, Dresden transforms into a Christmas wonderland with the Striezelmarkt, one of the oldest Christmas markets in the world. As evening falls, the city glows softly, the domes, palaces, and bridges reflecting on the river like a painting come to life. Frankfurt is a city where tradition and modern life stand face to face, where glass towers rise beside half-timbered houses, and history flows through streets full of movement and ambition. It's the financial heart of Germany and one of Europe's most global cities, yet it still feels warm, walkable, and full of stories. At the center lies the Römerberg Square, the historic heart of Frankfurt. Here, colorful medieval houses line the cobblestone square, and the Römer, the city's old town hall, has stood for more than 600 years. The nearby St. Bartholomew's Cathedral, Kaiserdom, with its tall red tower, once hosted the coronations of Holy Roman emperors. Standing there, you can almost hear the echo of history blending with the sounds of modern life. Just a short walk away, the skyline appears, a line of glittering skyscrapers that earned Frankfurt the nickname Manhattan, after the main river that runs through the city. From the main tower, you can see the whole city stretch out, the river winding through, old bridges below, and vineyards in the distance. Frankfurt is also a city of culture and ideas. The Goethe House, where Germany's greatest writer was born, preserves the spirit of art and literature. Along the riverbanks lies the Museum Sufer, Museum Riverbank, a collection of world-class museums devoted to art, film, architecture, and history. Every summer, the area comes alive with festivals, lights, and music. Despite its modern image, Frankfurt has a cozy, human side. The Kleinmarktthal is full of local food, sausages, cheese, fresh bread, and coffee. In the Sachsenhausen district, narrow streets are filled with traditional taverns serving Apfelwein, apple wine, and local dishes in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Hanover is a city that blends nature, culture, and innovation in a quiet, graceful way. Located in northern Germany, it's often called one of the country's greenest cities, a place where wide parks, calm lakes, and elegant architecture meet the rhythm of modern urban life. At the heart of Hanover stands the new town hall, Neues Rathaus, one of the most beautiful city halls in Europe. Its grand dome rises above the Marschpark, and inside, four detailed city models show how Hanover changed through the centuries, from its medieval beginnings to its modern skyline. Visitors can take a curved elevator to the top of the dome for an incredible view of the entire city, the Eilenried Forest, and even the distant hills on a clear day. Nearby lies the old town, Altstadt, a cozy maze of half-timbered houses, small cafes, and narrow streets rebuilt after the war. The Marktkirche, with its tall brick tower, stands proudly as the symbol of Hanover's faith and endurance. Around it, open-air markets fill the squares with the scent of bread, flowers, and spices, creating a warm, local atmosphere. But what makes Hanover truly special is its deep connection with nature. The Eilenried Forest, twice the size of New York's Central Park, lies within the city limits. Locals cycle and walk beneath its tall trees, enjoying peace just minutes from the city center. A short walk away, the Maschsee Lake offers another escape, perfect for sailing, jogging, or watching the sunset over the water. Hanover is also known for its royal heritage. The Herrenhausen Gardens are among the most impressive Baroque gardens in Europe, created by the royal family centuries ago. With fountains, statues, and perfectly shaped hedges, they reflect harmony, order, and timeless beauty. In summer, concerts and light shows bring the gardens to life under the night sky. The city also has a modern, creative side. Hanover hosts the Hanover Messe, one of the world's largest technology and industry fairs, attracting innovators from across the globe. Its universities and art centers keep the city young and open-minded, full of ideas and new voices. As evening comes, Hanover grows calm and golden. The reflection of the new town hall shines in the lake, and the sound of music drifts from riverside cafes. It's a city that doesn't shout for attention but wins your heart quietly, with elegance, greenery, and a feeling of balance. Hanover is more than a destination, it's a place that reminds you how modern life and nature can live side by side, peaceful, thoughtful, and beautifully alive. Leipzig is a city of music, energy, and ideas, a place where history and creativity walk side by side. Located in eastern Germany, it has always been a meeting point for artists, thinkers, and dreamers. Today, it's one of the country's liveliest and most inspiring cities. The heart of Leipzig beats around the market square, Marktplatz, and the old town hall, Altes Rathaus, a Renaissance masterpiece that tells stories of trade, power, and progress. The city's history is tied to music. This was the home of Johann Sebastian Bach, who composed his masterpieces while serving at the St. Thomas Church, Thomaskirche. Even today, the church choir, one of the oldest in the world, continues his legacy with moving performances. Leipzig's love for art and expression runs deep. The Gewandhaus Orchestra and the Opera House keep classical music alive, while the Leipzig Art District, Spinnerei, once an old cotton mill, now bursts with modern art galleries, studios, and creativity. The city's past and future connect seamlessly, creating an atmosphere that feels both historic and young. Leipzig also played a powerful role in recent history. In 1989, peaceful protests known as the Monday demonstrations began here, helping to bring down the Berlin Wall and unite Germany. This spirit of courage and freedom still defines the city, open, independent, and full of voice. Nature is never far away. The Leipzig Riverside Forest, Allwald, offers green trails for cycling and walking, and the lakes around the city, once old quarries, have turned into peaceful blue escapes for swimming, sailing, and picnicking. As evening comes, Leipzig glows with music and light. Cafes fill with conversation, jazz drifts from bars, and the streets feel alive with creativity. Leipzig is not a city that shouts, it sings. A city of culture, freedom, and heart, where every sound, from the echo of a choir to the beat of street music, reminds you that art and change often begin quietly, but powerfully. Munich, or München, is a city where elegance, culture, and joy come together under the Alps. It's the capital of Bavaria and one of Germany's most beloved destinations, known for its history, green parks, and warm spirit. At the heart of the city lies Marienplatz, the main square, where the new town hall, Neues Rathaus, stands proudly with its tall tower and the famous Glockenspiel, a mechanical clock that plays music and moves its figures every day, delighting visitors below. Around the square, the old town streets are full of life, cafes, flower shops, and traditional beer halls. Munich is also a city of art and science. The Deutsches Museum, one of the world's largest science museums, and the Pinakothek Art Gallery show its intellectual side, while the English Garden, Englischer Garten, offers pure relaxation, a massive park larger than Central Park in New York, with lakes, trees, and even surfers riding waves on the river. But Munich's most famous celebration is the Oktoberfest, a festival of music, food, and friendship that attracts millions from around the world. Here, people gather in large tents, wear traditional Bavarian clothes, and share laughter over pretzels, sausages, and mugs of beer. As evening falls, the city becomes calm and golden. Lights reflect on the Weser River, and the sound of clinking glasses mixes with soft music from open-air gardens. Munich is more than just a rich and beautiful city, it's a way of life. A place where tradition feels alive, where nature and culture meet, and where every day ends with a smile and a toast to the good things in life.